Right, hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Right. So welcome everybody to the chat. This
Five
is
seconds team remaining. Ban.
Oop, that's a bit loud. This is going to be a restream with proper commentary this time of the BEC Dota 2 tournament that happened on the 25th of December between Jaegers and Black
10
Flag.
seconds
This
remaining.
was the first game of the tournament.
5 seconds remaining.
Now,
Radiant
as
team
we've
ban.
done before with during the live event itself, we are actually going to zoom past the pick and ban phase.
Dire team
Just
pick.
really quick, as
Dire team pick.
we don't have too much
Dire
information
team.
about the teams at this point in time.
Radiant team.
So that's too far forward.
Dire team pick.
So just to bring it forward, the bans are as you see on the left hand side. Nothing too much that I can say because I actually do not really know Dota 2 for the champions available. I mean for the heroes available. I do recognize, I do see Monkey King, I do see Invoker
10
ban,
seconds. Radiant
I
team pick.
do see
Wind Ranger at your service.
a PL ban and so forth. But, you know, for the sake of less awkwardness, we are going to make sure that we go through this pick and ban phase as fast as possible. But anyway, for Team Jaegers, we're going to see Zeus, Rubik, Tidehunter, Juggernaut, and we're going to see the last pick as it's going to be
Choose your
Pudge.
hero.
And we have Shadow Shaman, Grimstroke, Sand King, Ursa, and Wind Ranger for the Black Flags. Now, as far as I know, this looks like a heavy poke composition from the Jaeger side. They are looking for the picks with the Pudge hook. And on Black Flag side, they are looking more on the engage, where Ursa and Sand King's main job is basically to go in and disrupt as much as possible. So with this, I believe both teams will be going into the game soon, as we will be using a replay feed. So this is going to be controlled by the observers that were present. I believe the match will be already. Alright, so as we head off into the beginning of the round, the start run here right now, it's a little bit awkward just for our observer, as our observer is actually very trying to get all their controls
Prepare for battle.
ready right away. I do
Easy
hope the
breezy.
game audio is not too loud. Actually, I will do that right now. Let's see, let's go audio, let's go down a bit so that we can hear a bit of the banter, but we are making sure that, you know, we hear the commentary voice as much as possible. There is no point for a commentary if you cannot hear in-game sound too loud. Actually, I still think that's too loud. Let's see, game. That's gotta go back. Alright. Okay, I think it should be better now for our people watching on stream. So, as we begin this game, we can see here, it's gonna be a relatively basic start. Not expecting too many crazy plays from both sides of the team right now. They are kind of just scouting each other. There's a fog of war on for both teams. It definitely looks like
Easy breezy.
I believe in this case. Alright, we are good. So right now we are just looking into the beginning of the game right now. Both teams are actually going for a little bit of scouting. I am actually, and so we can see here it's going to be a catch ready from the puck right there, and they are going to take a quick first blood onto Rias over there already. It's going to be a very quick first blood in the very sense. We're going to go back. View. I like how the name changed from ESB Observer to Choa. I believe that is up. So the fight has officially started, and we've already had a 1 kill advantage for I believe this would be Jaegers, who is on, I believe we will call this the Radiant side. Now let's look at the net worth. First blood, as we can see here, both mid lane now, just a little exchanging some blows, you know, just giving some light touches. As we see here in the bot lane right now, Creepy Hunter and LA Ice just giving Leotas an annoying time, but Monkey at the back there just taking some damage, being more annoying than usual. Really, he's just giving LA Ice some pokes over there, giving him some L, as he is going back into the jungle to just play around with vision. So so basically the team on Jaegers, Jaegers side definitely know that someone's lurking around. And we can see in the top lane, we have the little skirmish. Swabby right now going for some hits onto the Tidehunter. But Thompson right there taking a lot of damage. That's going to be first blood. Swabby is going to make it out alive so far. Taylor Swift over there missing the Pudge hook. And that's going to be both team members from Black Flag ganging onto the Pudge. Pudge is trying to juke them as much as possible. But Swabby is going down, being unrelentless, as eventually he will fall. It is going to be a kill, but Tidehunter has came back with the teleport in time, and he's going to get a retribution kill. That's going to be a 2-for-1 exchange for the Black Flags right away. So right 2 minutes into the game, right away we have a lot of crazy action right already. And we can see here in the mid lane, Runner and the Zeus just exchanging pokes on each other when they can. Zeus going a little bit low on mana right there, using as many chain lightnings as possible to be annoying. But now we see here back in the bot lane, we can see that Sand King actually has a massive decent amount of EXP, as Monkey over there is just actually hiding in that jungle, just staying away from vision, staying away from EXP. You know, he's just being that annoying guy who's just gonna give pokes after pokes after pokes. You know, nothing is more annoying, especially in Dota 2, where regeneration backing is not as common as it looks. But look at Monkey, it looks like he's gonna be caught between two people already. The Juggernaut already chasing him right now. Shadow Shaman right in trouble. He already has a pop a heal. He is quarter HP, but he will be safe, as Elon toss on that Sand King. It's gonna quickly save him with right there. But we can see now Monkey is with the level disadvantage. The stats is gonna hurt where he cannot regenerate as fast as possible, but he does have a decent amount of tangles. He can slowly just generate that up as he wants. And we see here in the lane, Taylor Swift on that Pudge, just slowly being annoying. Right now we can see that they have vision of each other actually, and definitely Black Flags do know that Pudge is looking for a hook, and that hook misses. We will not see too much action happening in this case, but you know, nothing gained, nothing tried, nothing gained. Sorry, the correct phrase was nothing ventured, nothing gained, but there we go. It's going to be another sneaky play again, as the Pudge hook are going to try their best. And you can see Pudge again once and waiting in the mist right now. As we can see, our observers are just having a little bit of hard time, just going up and down, observing. But so far it is only 4 minutes in the game. The crazy action has definitely calmed down just a bit, as we can see Shadow Shaman right now just going for a little bit of roam to see what runes are available. I believe that was indeed a bounty rune class. Not getting too much information as of right now. Definitely spotted by Radiant side of things. The game's gonna come to a nice slow halt for the time being.
Double damage.
You can see here the DD rune getting popped by the Windrunner already. Definitely going to be useful for pokes, and that's going to be a kill onto the Tidehunter right there from the top lane. Things not going too well for Team Jaegers right now. Definitely slightly overstepping estimate, but Pudge is doing his best, trying to make sure that he does not waste the leaps, as it may be. As you can see here, a little dancing tango in the bot lane, but nothing too much crazy happening as of now. I'm actually going to, but we're going to watch this fight actually happening. You can see here it's going to be Sand King fighting fight onto Rubik right now. Rubik's already getting pretty low, but he decides not to chase, and Rubik will be safe for now, as the directed camera is actually going to save us some time. We can see here in the top lane they are definitely exchanging blows, but we are not expecting too crazy things them. Only 5.5 minutes. One more kill in Team Black Flags. We can see that from the net worth, Black Flags is definitely just slightly ahead, but no teams have had their major items yet, as far as I am aware of. Let's see where it Let's look. The last hit and denies are happening extremely well. Both teams have game up. You can see the pokes coming in from both teams into the mid lane.
Invisibility.
Alright, so as you can see in the bot lane right now, you can see Juggernaut actually going in for the slightly aggressive play right there, giving Sand King actually more than half his HP already gone. He's actually going to lose the quarter HP, but he's going to be caught by the Shadow Shaman right there, and he's going to run away, and that's going to be one kill onto it. But that Zeus kill is going to be the retribution. That's going to be a 1-for-1 exchange over there right away. What a beautiful play from Team Black Flags, and Zeus over there. Good communications as Lisa letting him know that there is going to be one. And meanwhile at top lane, Swabi's already being chased. He's trying to stay alive as much as possible, but we can see that Zeus and the Pudge going in. Swabi just trying to hide behind Font of War and trying to just run around as much as possible. So far he's managed to make it, but the Windrunner has come back, and it's going to be a counter gang in the top lane, and they are trying to get a kill onto it. This is going to be a 1-for-1 kill so far. We're going to see right now Windrunner is going to regret being slightly out of position, but a good teleport from the Sand King is going to send another kill towards the Black Flags, and Swabi over there coming in for the double kill. That is, I believe, a 4-for-1 exchange for the Black Flags team. That was definitely good rotation from the Sand King. Very, very well teleport indeed. That has given the well-timed advantage. The well-timed teleport definitely giving the numbers advantage for Black Flags right away. I'm gonna calm down for a little, as both teams kind of assess what they have and available. We can see right now the Sand King actually doing quite well in farming that extra kill that he's getting in the top lane. Windrunner and Ursa both also doing quite decent. He's not having the best goal despite being position 1 right now, but it's okay. Hopefully we will see more out of him towards later in the game, as most Zeus tends to be more known with the last hits and the early pokes anyway. You can see here in top lane again, it looks like Jaegers is actually up to no good once again, trying to be a little bit sneaky. Trying to play with the Foggle Forge, giving Black Flags just a little bit of where are they. They know they definitely rush, waiting for some play, but they do not have the vision that they need. Not yet anyway. As we can see, the hook is actually going to land, and we can see here Reyes is already taking more than half his HP, and he's almost going to die right there. And Pudge is actually going to get almost taken down first. It's going to be a 1-for-1 exchange right away, and Swabi is going to chase down onto the Tidehunter. Tops to try his best. It's going to be a 2-for-1 exchange, but that's going to be the snare from the Shadow Shaman, and he might live to regret that day. And Shadow Shaman says, you know what, this might be a bad idea, as he is going to die anyway. That is a 3-for-1 exchange, this time going towards Team Jaegers. This went too well for Black Flag, as I would say. That was definitely good rotations coming in just to make sure that the execution went through. You know, both teams so far has been kind of back and forth at it. No team has that significant advantage yet, as I believe I'm going to just change this here to hero levels. We can see that we have 2 members with the level advantage right now. It's on the dire side for Black Flags. 5. Well, generally levels are generally quite even. You know, 87755, 88755. These the 1 level advantage will not mean too much right now, as both teams seem to have gone for a fairly fair reset, if it may. So I believe right now, see top lane right now, Swabi already on that Ursa, just chasing Thompson down once again, you know, not giving any mercy, poking him down as much as possible. But we can see here Pudge is actually thinking about doing something, but in mid lane right here we see Windrunner going for the tower dive, and Windrunner is actually gonna make it out alive. So it seems she's running as much fast as she can. She's definitely playing with the vision, but no, the Zeus ultimate is gonna say no. Zeus definitely not happy with that. Bought back into the game instantly to get that quick kill right there. Swabi there over there getting a quick double kill onto the top lane that we just missed. There was a little bit too much action, one at the top lane, one in the mid lane happening. That dive from the Windrunner actually doing quite well, but you know, the buyback system in Dota means just because you kill your opponent doesn't mean that they can retaliate right away. Really, really smart play by the Zeus. Very, very lovely as well. As we can see here, the Possessed Mask being picked up already
And sweet.
by Zeus. They're going to go back in.
Even I.
Passive state of the game. 11 minutes
Dire's middle
into
tower
our
is under
first
attack.
match of the BEC Championship 2020. Black flag is on the Dire side and the Radiant side blue Jaegers. And as we can see, black flags right now definitely
Dire's bottom tower is under
having
attack.
a white gold advantage, 3000 gold advantage. The player level doing quite well. Zeus is actually having a higher level, but here he is getting stunned right there, and that's a nice poke onto the there. He's going to be forced to grab a quick tango and quickly exchange some money, as he's going to retaliate with game lightning right that he dish out a decent amount of damage himself. As we let's go back to the net worth. Right now, the Ursa definitely in the dominating mid lane right now. We see Pudge with the invisibility route actually trying to make a play, but Windrunner senses something is not right basically, and sees the, I believe that's a regeneration route, and look at that, so much damage coming on to Windrunner already. Windrunner looking at it and saying, you know what, I gotta play it safe, starts hiding behind the turret as she's going to throw a quick arrow just to kind of scout and help give information for us. Regeneration as bottled by Zeus, that's definitely going to give him an extra more sustain in the mid lane. Definitely not to Windrunner's happiness. And look at that damage onto the Sand King. Zeus is just not forgiving right now. He may not be ahead, his team may not be ahead, but he's definitely dishing out that damage. He's saying, you know what, just because your team's ahead does not mean fight back. He is definitely commanding in the mid lane right now. So far, both teams have not sent anyone to deal with him. The mid lane dive earlier was the last we saw of the action towards the use. Let's just look at their KDA real quick. Right now, as you can see, Ursa actually with 5 kills over there, with the Tide Hunter at 4, surprisingly. Well, top lane has actually been quite a bloody mess. As we would say, they both top laners have going strong at each other, trying to get as much fight as possible, and it's been really bloody at top lane. Mid lane, as we can see, 2-1-2 for the Windrunner, 2-2-4 for this. The assist mostly coming in from his ultimates, but nothing is wrong with that.
Dire are scanning.
So as far as it goes, I believe the position 1 carries are relatively as of now. As we can see here, once again in the top lane, Sabi just not being nice to the Tidehunter right there.
Dire's
Just
bottom tower is
telling
under
him to
attack.
stay away from the creeps, not giving him a single creep, denying him as much experience and farm as possible. Yes, we can see here Sabi on that Ursa with the 6,500 gold already. That net worth is actually pretty high. Let's see if we can actually tune into his items. Ursa does definitely have Sanjay and the Morbid Mass already, giving him a decent amount of regeneration, as we would say. So far, it's now 14.5 minutes. Both teams have kind of decided to slow it down a bit. Look at that, Zeus is dealing so much damage to the Windrunner. That is just so disgusting. Not much can be done though. Zeus has a very far range. He's basically an artillery, right? He gets to have these long range pokes, and the best way to deal with him is to send the whole team to quickly, get rid of him ASAP, because once his spells are on cooldown, he does not have as much auto attack power as some other heroes. As you can see, they are looking for a play right now. The invisibility rune just popping up right there. Pudge is already going to get the hook onto the first victim. It's going to be a 1-for-1 exchange. So far, Sabi right there, level 12 already. And actually, the Shadow Shaman is going to trap the Rubik over there. And Swabi is just going to slowly walk away. That's going to be a 2-for-1 exchange. Their team might have been caught by the hook, but it's okay, because the Swabi on that Ursa is definitely not showing any mercy right now. As you can see, the black flags have slowly converged to the top lane, trying to give pressure onto the top. As we see here, Juggernaut just slowly farming away. He is mostly being ignored for the most part of it, but for black flags, you know, you have to hit it where they are weakest. And as far as we know, most of the deaths happen in top lane, so it does help them that they try and disadvantage as much as possible, denying the Pudge as much farm as possible, because it does not matter how bad the Pudge is doing, you know, as long as the Pudge lands one good hook, it might spell misfortune for the whole team for Black Flags. Just to remind all of you again, Black Flags is the team on the Dire side, and Radiant side is with the Pudge, and basically Pudge over there hovering around their room, thinking about it, saying, hey guys, I'm watching this room, I'm watching it. Anybody wants it yet? Alright, he's finally waited for Zeus to come pick up the rune. Not letting anyone else take the rune, being a good position for right there. Safeguarding the rune as it may be. We have now entered back into almost 17 minutes into the game. Games are getting a bit quiet, but as you can see here right now, Black Flags is actually rolled up, and Swabby actually going right behind the Juggernaut, giving him a quick scare and then just walking away. Juggernaut just deciding to flee. It's like, alright, if you're coming from behind, something's gotta be up. And as you can see here right now, Sand King and Windrunner actually are going for the hunt, looking to see if they can find Juggernaut, but he is long gone.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Alright, as we can see here in the top lane right now, Rias is right there trying to escape, getting chased by the Zeus all the way so far, but that touch hook will definitely land and seal his fate. That was a good attempt to teleport away with the T scroll, but unfortunately, if you are in range, Pudge can always have something to do with it. Dire structures are being fortified, preventing an assault from the Black Flags, as it... Dire is the blue side, right? It's the left side.
Dire's top tower is
Radiant?
under attack.
Oh yeah, I'm not crazy. Alright. As we are heading 18 minutes into the match right now, you can see that there's gonna... Once again, calm down slightly. Nothing going too crazy right now. Now, as a guy who knows Dota, right? I know Dota. I don't watch much Dota too, but you know what? Let's save that story for another time. As you can see, bot lane right now, Sand King's gonna go for a very good engage right there. Already, it's gonna be not going too well for him actually, as two people from Black Flags is actually gonna die, but Swabby coming in from the back. He's gonna take one down. He's definitely gonna look for that Juggernaut. Juggernaut is running away, but right now we can see here Shadow Shaman not doing too well. Swabby on that Ursa saying, you know what, it's okay, I'll take revenge for you guys. As he's going in, he's charging in, he wants some blood, and look at him, he's going forward, and you know what, he calls it back. 3-for-2 exchange in favor for Team Jaegers right now. Not going too well for Black Flags, a miss. Basically not engaging at the right time, being caught before they can catch their opponents, and that hook on Pudge almost landing, almost causing trouble one. But yeah, so as I was about to say, you know, as a guy myself who knows Dota, you know, played Dota back in the OG days, up until the golden age of 2010, before League started. Dota has changed a lot. We now have the addition of neutral item, warriors for almost everyone. The game's still the same. Fundamentally, the strategies have definitely been extremely in depth, and the mechanics required gets harder, and you can see the quick blink dagger right there from Sand King is actually going to give some hell onto look at all that damage from Windrunner, giving Juggernaut down to half HP, but he is going to get his way out as he uses the quick cyclone. As we can see, the reinforcements coming in right away. Zeus is not being happy right now. He's actually going forward, using his ultimate right there, but nothing too bad going on so far for the Black Flags. Black Flags not going to go punish there, and that is good for them as far as we know.
Bounty. Fortunes change.
Getting 20 minutes into the game. As the gold advantage for Black Flags is actually narrowed with the accident that happened bot lane. Team Jaegers definitely had a better setup, which allowed them to respond in time. And you can see here all of them as actually moving around right now. Both teams looking for information on each other, you know, wondering, okay, where are they? What are they planning next? As you can see right now, Swabi over there on the Ursa already level 60. Hero level there. Already level 60. Way ahead on so far. But the thing for Black Flags that is slightly worrying right now is that right now, obviously Ursa is on position 1. But we do have him as the only person at level 17, whereas his teammates are at level 13. Both teammates are level 13, which, you know, it's 2 levels behind the Zeus for a position 2 windrunner. And this is going to cause problems because if Ursa's not there for the fight, then they are definitely in trouble, because if you leave everything to Ursa, but what happens if your whole team dies? Ursa can't do a 1v5. He can definitely take care of the position 4 and 5s on the Pudge and the Rubik, but we are not expecting him, you know, to take Zeus down one-on-one with Juggernaut as his teammate, you know, on a 2v1 situation. That's definitely not going to happen, but Swabi can definitely try his best. As you can see, I believe this is a skull basher. They used to call it I forgot what it's called, Maulhammer. Morbid Mass is still on. Yep, back to their net worth. We can see that the Juggernaut has actually been what we would call AFK farming, so to speak, and he has been trying his best to slowly, quietly catch up in gold right now, as he is, I believe, tied to his levels with Zeus right now. Oh, he's actually ahead of levels compared to the Zeus. Zeus not having the best of times. He's been definitely camped a few times. He's been targeted, but he has been relentless with the chain lightning. He's an unforgiving man in general, really. The way that they've been playing at all. We can see here the current goal. Most of the players, sorry about that, most of the players have definitely went shopping, which is not too uncommon to see, but we do see the Windrunner and the Juggernaut holding on to their gold, as we're going to see a good hook right now onto the Sand King, and Sand King is slowly going to blink out, and right there's going to be caught already the lightning field from Zeus, not doing too much, as we're going to have a big fight right there. It's going to be a 1-for-0 exchange so far. It's going to be a 1-for-1 exchange, and Thompson over there on the Titanheart, they're going to get cycloned up. It's going to be Swabi. See what I said right there? Swabi's left alone, and he's going to go for the chase, and Thompson's going to get stunned again, and Sand King is actually going to take him down. It's going to be a 4-for-1 exchange. Or Black Flags that actually didn't go too well for Team Jaegers. You know, they thought they had the advantage. They hooked onto Sand King right there, but the entire team of Black Flags was there to retaliate, you know. It was an eye for an eye, you know. This is the response for what happened in the bot lane. As you can see, Swabi right now going for Roshan. Definitely sneaking in right now. He knows that everybody will either have to buy back or slowly find their way get back in.
Roshan has fallen to the dust.
Bobby with the Aegis of the Apollo right there. That them picking it up is definitely gonna cause some problems for Team Jaegers right now. As we saw with that last fight, a little bit too much action happening at one point, but definitely if Ursa is allowed to cause as much chaos as he was allowed to just now, you know, be unattended and just attack everything from behind, then and Aegis is definitely not going to be favorable for Team Jaegers at all, because if you find a way to kill him, he's going to come back. 7,000 gold lead already on Team Black Flag. You know, the interesting thing that been about this game is despite these fights where the advantages go to Black Flags, there hasn't been too much capitalization on these kills. As we saw that it was a 4-for-1 exchange, but
Are scanning.
it was a 4-for-1 exchange for one thing, and only one person bought back, so there was 2 people who were alive for Team Jaegers. Yet they did not opt to push into the mid lane to at least take down that first tower. Right? Towers in Dota 2 are not as sturdy as some other games that people may know, and Heartchoke just barely missing. But the thing about it is that by textbook macro play, you know, if there's something to be taken on the map, we should take it. Especially if you have 4 members alive who can actually, you know, deal significantly more damage. Right, so despite Black Flags having that win with the 4 versus 4 on 1 exchange, the only capitalization that they made was definitely that Aegis of the Immortal. And nothing else is going to come out of it, which is rather unfortunate. As we look back at the hero levels, we can see Swabi right now just power farming. He already is level 20. Definitely going to be able to solo quite a few people right now, especially with strength stat going up to 30.
Radiant are scanning.
Just going too shy of 100. Actually, he's at 99 strength.
Is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Dire structures being fortified once.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Now we are going back into this relatively relaxing phase of the game, as I would like to say. As we can see here, there's going to be an engage onto the mid lane already. There's going to be a cyclone onto the Pudge, but it's going to be first kill already. A 1-for-1 exchange right there. Side King trying to cause as much disruption as possible, and look at that. Juggernaut is just spinning his way away, and Ursa trying to give in to the chase, but nothing too much. He gets stopped right there, dead in his tracks. And no, he actually sees his target. He says, you know what, I want to go for round 2, but the illusions from Juggernaut is actually going to keep him at bay. It's a 3-for-1 exchange in the favor for the Black Flags right now, and they are finally pushing through and might finally get the second tower.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
As you can see right now, Black Flags is definitely thinking about how to defend that tower, but nothing coming up too much about it, as we see a swift retreat for Black Flags.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
You know, if I were Black Flags right now, right, I would be thinking, what is our win condition? What do we need to win? Because roaming around like this in the high stakes tournament in Brunei, it may not seem as much, but this is where indecision costs may or may not cost you the game, right? The waves are not exactly, as I would say, set up. They have definitely done their share of farming, as we can see that the levels has been caught up by the members of Black Flags. But the problem about this is they are preparing all these pushes, right? But the pushes are happening a little bit too slow. Like right now, Jaegers can see that they are planning to push bot lane because Windrunner definitely showed herself up, and they don't need to respond to it immediately because they know it takes at least maybe 15 seconds before they need to do something about it. As we're going to see a very interesting zoom out right now for both sides. As we can see, the lightning field coming out from Zeus, and that's about it. They're going to try and stave them away as much as possible, but we are not going to see a significant defense coming
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
from Team Jaegers. Outpost has been taken, and that is definitely going to give them some vision over there.
I'll take that and salute.
Alright, we're going half an hour into the match already. Both teams are definitely playing it safe. First game of the tournament even. So in this specialized double bracket format that we have made for the teams, it will be a best of one for their first match. So this match is actually relatively high stakes, as I would like to call it. Losing one match will straight away send you into the losers bracket right away, and when there's only 4 teams and the top 3 teams get the prize pool, you do not want to be that team who has knocked out. But we can see here a good hook right there, and that is goodbye to the Windrunner.
The world will hardly notice.
Easy breezy.
That was definitely a great hook from the Pudge over there. The Pudge actually catching Windrunner slightly off guard. I don't know if they expected Pudge to be there at all, or if there was lack of vision. But look at that. They're going in onto Sobby right now. 2 people onto Sobby, and it's going to be 3 people actually. And Sobby somehow still not dying right there. They're doing their damnedest to kill him, and it's finally going to be a death. 5 people onto Sobby before he finally dies on the Ursa. Right now, Sand King is hiding. He's trying to get a kill onto Thompson on the Tide Hunter right there, but it's not going too well. Rhea Scremery right there, oh, barely managing the hook, but it's going to be a quick blink and a quick auto attack, and it's going to be a 4-for-0 exchange for Team Jaegers. That has went horribly wrong for Team Black Flags over there. Windrunner dying first, obviously, not by choice, obviously. Getting caught by the Pudge hook over there, and that top lane interaction where just 4 people, you know, chasing that Ursa all the way down. Unfortunately, this does mean that I believe the Aegis is going to be lost. The Aegis is definitely gone now, and that definitely gives alleviates pressure out of the Jaegers. As we see here, one more Pudge hook is going to spell death sentence for Monkey. Goodbye, my friend. The momentum is slowly going away from Team Black Flags right now, and Team Jaegers are looking at the situation and going, you know what, this might be bad. As now, Team Black Flags have to kind of think right now where it's not about just what rotations they can pull. They need to think about where is the Pudge. And can we make sure that if Pudge gets somebody, we can do something about it? Because so far, the kills that have been caught by Pudge have been on teams, on players that have just been alone and we would say caught out. And that definitely has not been a good idea so far. So hopefully Black Flags actually take this into mind and decide to start, you know, maybe playing it safer or group up a little bit more. Or at least try and figure out the location of this large yet elusive Pudge, so that hopefully they can find him and at least prevent another disaster like that. Both teams going for a relative reset, no actions happening too much. Definitely going for the back to farm already. And look at Juggernaut right there. He has caught up in level. He is now level 21. See, this is I'm a bit slightly worried for Black Flags right now, because Ursa was level 20 a few minutes ago, and he was 3-4 levels ahead, and they could not do anything with that significant level advantage. And now they've stalled the game, I would say, a little bit too long, and Juggernaut and Zeus have definitely caught up in experience, not to the same level as Swabi, but definitely high enough that they can start causing problems. They can retaliate evenly in the fights. And as we all saw just now, the Zeus ultimate coming in,
Radiant are
giving
scanning.
hurt damage onto the entire team of Black Flags, really. And that damage is not to be taken lightly, as we saw a few members actually losing almost half of the HP, especially position 5 for Monkey right there.
Are scanning.
What is... Yes, Grimstroke and that Shadow Shadow. But as we head back into the game, you can see that both teams kind of slowing it down quite a lot. Black Flags definitely looking to push the bottom lane. Windrunner staying just slightly out of vision to make sure that she cannot be seen, so that if they find anybody, it's going to be an opportune kill. 36, 30, almost 36 minutes into the game. Game has gone very quiet. 22 kills to 21 in favor of Black Flags. They have the 5,000 gold lead. But how much does this mean? Honestly, right now, I don't think it means too much. Because so far the disadvantages that has caused Black Flags to slowly lose grip of their large advantage is that Pudge has been the wrench in their plans. They may have had the level advantage, they may have had the gold advantage, but one straight Pudge hook is all it takes, and that has definitely devastated Black Flags for 2 fights in a row now. And both teams have kind of called a stalemate, called a truce of some sort, as they are both just kind of looking into farming. As we can see, Pudge and this is not Rubik, is it? This is this is Rubik. Pudge and the Rubik both going on a little adventure, trying to scout for some people, but alas, to no avail. They are not going to find anyone interesting right now, as both teams are actually in their respective areas of the map, not going past the river, surprisingly enough. And we can look from the mini-map right now, right? That the entirety of Team Jaegers is just on the left quadrant of the map, right? They are just not moving from that jungle. They are waiting for somebody. They're just waiting for somebody to show up. They're running in between mid and top lane, and nothing else is happening too much. We can see here sending the illusions to be the to help him soak gold and EXP, really. And we can see Zeus is right now just sending a warning shot to everyone. And look at that damage. Zombie actually losing like I would say a good quarter of his health bar, but nothing he can't take care of. The quick life steal, as they are going to fight him. One more neutral item, the leveler right there. Game has gone to a standstill. Not good for a person who does not know how much to fill in this conversation. But I cannot blame both teams, as the loss of this best of 1 match will immediately send them into the lower bracket and significantly reduce their chance at the $2,000 first place prize. If you had that much money on the line, you'd be thinking a little bit safer, especially when your odds are at 75%. We can see right now, though, Black Flags has actually grouped up and invaded into the jungle. As we're going to see an engage right there, right away. The killing streak spree ended for the Zeus. They find Zeus just farming in mid lane, just minding his own business. But that is going to be a very good blink dagger into a stun onto the Zeus, not letting him do as much as he would like. As you can see already, a fight happening in the mid lane. It's going to be a 1-for-1 exchange so far. And right now, Swabi going in. He has no mana, but look at him. He's just chasing the Tidehunter like that. He does not care what's happening. As you can see, Juggernaut right now taking a lot of damage. He's actually going to run away as fast as he can, and he somehow makes it out alive. It's going to be a 3-4. Somehow, it just went really wrong, though. It's going to be a 3-4-1 exchange in favor of the... No, it's going to be a 4-4-1 exchange in favor of Team Jaegers. Somehow, Team Jaegers thought they had the advantage, but everything just went wrong. You know what? Let's just look back into that fight. Just 2 seconds back. We shall use 3 cameras so we can actually catch the action right before. So a few more seconds before this. Alright, so let's go back a little bit more so we can catch the full action. A little bit more. So this is right after the kill that they have made onto the... This was right after they made a kill onto Zeus, and Pudge Hook is definitely going to get one right there. So this was not Shadow Shaman's choice. It was a random Pudge Hook that actually started the fight to begin with, and it's going to be a first kill already, and things are already not going too well. You see Tidehunter running away, but look at this fight right here. As much as distraction as they're causing, Rubik is actually doing a lot of damage and causing enough distraction. And we can see here that Rubik actually somehow manages to get a double kill with the aid of the turrets right there. And they are going to chase the Sand King over there. And look at that punch hook. He's going to get caught right away, and he thought he had a chance to run, but no. he gets hooked back. And there's not much they can do about that situation, right? That's what I mentioned though. This is what we have to watch out for.
Dire's middle
The
tower
punch
has
hook
fallen.
is the serious
Dire's middle
wrench
tower
in their
has
plans.
fallen.
I would, and if we saw the way that fight went on, both teams were not expecting it because when Jaegers, when the punch actually got it in, look at that punch hook right there. He gets another one, and there's gonna be some pain over there. LA Ice is now on a killing spree on that Rubik. He's no longer a low level position 5. He is now level 19. He does have pack of damage. You know, you have to remember. Unlike the skills, definitely do have fixed damage right now. And things are not looking too well, as it looks like Team Jaegers is almost going for that final push, but the dire structures are going to be fortified and the push is slowed down. But look at that, Tidehunter says I'm having none of this and takes on one, but Swabi's going to blink in right now and he's going to go for a quick kill onto Tidehunter, and Windrunner is coming in, getting stunned right away. And we can see here Swabi is actually going for the chase. Sand King just giving a few stuns, causing some disruptions, but nothing happening too much. Zeus right now trying his best to get the teleport, but he's going to get stunned to the tree, and Ursa is going to slowly and yet guaranteed take them all down. It's going to be a triple kill already. Juggernaut trying his best. He's channeling. He's using the Cyclone to prevent the CC, but he is going to have an ultra kill. Not sure what went so wrong or Team Black Flags right there, because they definitely look like they had the advantage, but they might have just stayed a little bit too long. And Swabi definitely was just left to his own devices. You know, no one had time to deal with him. The disruption just coming left, right, and center. You know, the Sun Leon on that Sun King just causing disruption with the Sandstorm and the stuns. Windrunner, Hong Kong on that Windrunner using the stun from her skill set to make sure that Zeus could not get a free teleport out.
Radiant's middle tower
Juggernaut
has
also
fallen.
was trying to be crafty using that Cyclone to make sure that he is immune to CC, but that would have not been enough. As we can see here, Team Black Flag is going for the counter push, saying, you know what, if you take our base down, we'll do more. As you can see, the buybacks coming in already. The punch hook actually saving Creepy Hunter there right now. And look at Tidehunter. He's actually getting a little bit caught. Shouldn't be there actually. Going to die almost right away. An unfortunate death at this point in time, especially when your base is under siege. That's not a death you want to entertain. Zeus, I believe, is the only person who has the ability to buy it back, but he is deciding not to. As we can see here, Black Flax is actually looking for the final push, but the punch hook right there is going to disrupt Swabi from the kill onto Creepy Hunter on the Juggernaut, but he eventually does get the kill anyway, as Zeus has respawned, and he immediately starts with an ultimate, a warning shot as you may, and tells them to stay away, and they are not listening as they are trying to stubbornly go for that final push, and it's actually not going too well as the counter push right now already happening. Rubik's actually doing a double kill already, and they are chasing for Sand King. And look at Rubik right there. He is going for that blink, getting the stun onto him. And you know what? He is not making out alive. As no, he's gonna blink dagger it up, but no, that's gonna be another blink dagger, and that's gonna be one more blink. As we can see here, Sand King makes it out alive, but no, I was wrong. There's gonna be one more blink as Sand King finally falls down. You know, this is one of those. This is like watching one of those Yu-Gi-Oh, those card game stuff. You know, it's like you think you got me, but I have my trap card. But no, I have my trap card. But wait, I have my counter trap card. Oh, that was so good to watch. So what we thought would have been a miraculous escape by the Sand King has proven to be not as fruitful, as we can see that Rubik over there just managing to be a little bit crafty. The Blink Dagger just being just enough. What is the cooldown on that Blink Dagger? Was the 15 seconds on that Blink Dagger? I believe the cooldown must have been just enough for him to make that second escape. That is just bonkers.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
We somehow went from a relatively quiet, really quiet mid-game phase, from the 20-minute mark to the 40-minute mark, where one fight happens, everyone does nothing for like 5 minutes, and then another fight happens to just 2 back-to-back base pushes, right? It was almost as if they were trying to rush the base, and both teams made the same mistake of just staying a little bit too long, thinking that they could get that structure down, get the tower down, you know, so that it would have been an open structure. But that proves the cost both teams, as both teams somehow just managed to, I would say, even out the score. As some might say, the gold advantage is definitely still on the side of Black Flags, but all things considered, I don't know if Black Flags will be okay if the punch hooks continue to land again and again. Because as much as Black Flags do have the advantage, right? Let's look at the hero levels. The problem I see with the hero level chart is that Team Jaegers might not have the highest level, right? But everyone is spread up on an even amount of level. 25, 24, 23. Versus Black Flags. Look at that punch hook. Narrowly missing. They gotta watch out for that. But, you know, as I was saying. So, the Team Black Flags, right? Ooh, that is one more punch hook for the day. That could have been a game-ending punch hook right there. We all know that. But anyway, let's try and talk about what I was talking about. The levels for Team Black Flags are a bit more spread out, right? Unevenly spread out. And even if Swabi has that level advantage, right? The significant level advantage that he has amassed has resulted in almost no further advantages for the rest of his team. As we are heading to the late game of this phase, where levels do matter, right? It is not going to help if the Shadow Shaman is caught out. We can see right now they are going to go for a quick low shot, and Jaegers is going on to not allowing him, causing a little chaos. So yeah, as much as I do love the way that Black Flags has had the advantage, definitely have room for improvement. Level advantage has almost been nullified from all these team fights, because now both teams have had to play together, right? There is no more EXP time. Both teams are farming up as much as they can, trying to garner that advantage over each other, really. And look at that, Zeus sending a warning shot. Let's look at Windrunner. She lost about 500 hit points. 500 hit points may not sound too much, but look at this. We see Grimstroke right here. He is, I would say, 60% HP. We can see Shadow Shaman also about 60. Shadow Shaman lost 25% of his HP bar. You know, Ursa and Sand King might not care too much, but definitely painful for the other members of the team. Now, both teams are aware that the next fight may or may not be their last, with the way that both structures have been. As we look into the structures, we can see that Black Flag has one tower left, right? And we also see one tower left, and both towers are not the healthiest. I believe this is full. Yes, this tower is definitely full, but this tower is half. So I would say that for Team Jaegers, they definitely cannot afford another fight loss, because that tower on half HP takes just half an effort, right? And it will be definitely taken down almost right away. As we can see right now, both teams just slowly gathering together. Nothing too crazy happening already. As you can see here, Pudge is trying to be cheeky. Is there a vision? That's definitely a sentry ward right now. He knows that they're there, and he's trying to see if he can go for a sneaky kill, as he does go for the Blink Dagger. That's going to be a Zeus ultimate already, and he's going to get the hook onto the Windrunner. Windrunner's almost dead, and Windrunner does die. And that is just the most unfortunate thing to happen. more Team Black flags already. Oh no, how will this spell? Windrunner position 2 being taken down. Ursa's still alive. They still have a fighting chance at this, but this is definitely not what Black Flag wants, you know. Standing on that sentry. Fortunate. But look at that. Mid lane right now, it's gonna be Zombie going on to the Zeus, and Zeus just not having anything to answer. So both position 2s from both teams are going to be taken out. Definitely something to think about. So a 1-for-1 retribution kill has been given, and look at that, both teams just blinking around just to be a little bit more safe. You can see here Thompson actually getting caught right there by Sobi, and it's going to be a quick kill as Sobi chases him down actually. That is rather unfortunate, as things are looking to be slightly better for Team Black Flags right now. I do recommend that they start looking for a way to push all 3 lanes if possible, because they need to exert some sort of pressure. These kills that are happening, these late game kills, especially with these long cooldown timers, long respawn timers, right? It does not help. Oops, let's. Alright, as it seems I might have some connection issues. I will wait for that to buffer up. Alright, so it seems that there's just some slight lag on the stream right now. Let me just see if I can rectify that problem just quick. Alright, so sorry about that. As we just go back into the stream right away, hopefully that the viewing should be okay on stream. So now both teams just kind of giving each other some feisty exchanges of what would you call this? Banter, as we would say.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh, both teams right now definitely fall to a standstill of sort. It is 51 minutes into the game. Things definitely going way slower than we have expected. You can see right now, so I'll be getting slightly poked from the Zeus ultimate right there. Nothing too much can be done.
Illusion.
Oh, the buff. See, the buffer should still be okay, I believe.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So as you can see right now, both teams just grouping up slowly but surely, you know, planning to make a quick kill onto somebody. You know what, before we head on to what may potentially be the last fight, let's quickly pause this. I'm going to restart the stream to make sure that everything is caught up to speed. Because it definitely looks like there is buffering happening on the stream, and we do not want a poor viewing experience towards the end of the team fight.